Jack Warnack, and these are your morning announcements for March 3rd. Seniors, make sure to get your senior hours done. And our first video is of the beautiful Sparkles cheering at their competition last weekend.
Let's give it up for the Magics!
Now here's a video on Coach Moore being surprised.
We're having a talk with them about because the Euclid SRO called over to me this morning. I had a voicemail when I came in at 7:30 and about the damage. Okay. And he's adamant it was Barberton wrestlers. I told him, I said, go ahead, guys. It's Happy birthday!
What is wrong with you?
Now here's a video on Jack talking about his plans after high school.
I'm here with Jack, and he's just going to tell us about his plans after high school.
So basically my plan, I'm going to become a realtor, and I want to be able to sell residential properties, and eventually I want to work it up to be able to sell commercial. But I'm kind of just choosing to do this because I've been selling shoes for a while, and I'm just kind of building up the skills and building up connections through the sneaker world to be able to sell property. That was a handsome young man in that last video. Now here's 3 of our seniors talking about their college application. Thank you for the snacks, Miss LaCroix.
All right, I am here with 3 seniors, and we are going to talk about their college experience and enrolling in college and where they're at this point. I am here with Bree, Ashlyn, and Kayleen. All 3 of these girls have applied to some colleges. How many colleges have you applied to, Ashlyn?
20.
20 colleges. I think that's a BHS record. If we do document that, I think you have the record. How many of you, Kayleen?
2.
2, and Bree?
I think 17.
17. Wow, these 2 are just killing it in their college applications. So, what made you decide some of the colleges you applied to, Ashlyn? What was your process?
I looked at a lot of out-of-state schools and schools that had good programs and everything. So, looked at those and looked at their tuition and applied to a whole bunch of places.
Okay, Bree, what about you?
Just the environment and the student life.
Now, one thing I know that Bree considered, you did athletics, right? You played golf here?
Yeah.
So that was a factor in some of the colleges you looked at, correct?
Yeah.
So she was looking at some of the money that some of the schools were offering her. Kayleen, what about you? Since you chose 2 colleges, what made you pick what are the 2 and what made you choose them?
My 2 are Akron and Ohio State, and I got into both. I did one that I was comfortable with which would be Akron, and then one that I would love to go to, but I didn't think I would get in. So.
Did any of you not get accepted? I mean, I know that's disappointing, but were there any decisions that made you say, well, I'm not going to do this school, maybe I'll do another one? Did that happen to...
I got rejected from Yale, but I only applied just to like see what would happen.
Oh, wow, okay. So that is interesting. I think that's kind of fun that you did do that. So where are you at right now? Like, what point are you at? What are you thinking?
Well, a lot of the colleges that I applied to haven't sent me their decisions yet because the deadline for that is April 1st. But out of the colleges that I've got into, it's probably either Point Park, which is in Pittsburgh, or OSU.
Okay, what would be, are you thinking about a major yet? What would be a major you're interested in?
I think I might double major in theater and education.
All right, Kayleen, what about you?
I have to decide, like, financially, if I want to be, like, extremely in debt or just, like, a little in debt. Because Akron gave me money, but Ohio State didn't.
Being someone extremely in debt from college, it's a huge thing to think about because you don't want to be paying student loans for the rest of your life. Bree, what about you?
So I'm going to Ohio University, and yeah.
So Bree has made her decision, but you did flitter a little bit. You actually enrolled in a couple schools and then had to change, right?
Yeah, I'm currently enrolled in Kent State and Ohio State.
All right, so maybe not enroll until you've made a complete decision. Are you guys looking forward to going to college?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bree, what major are you looking at? I don't think we...
I don't know yet.
Okay, so it's okay to be undecided because you can always, change. When you start out as a freshman, sometimes you take a lot of classes that everybody has to take. So maybe if you like one of those classes, you can further, go into that major. Kayleen, what are you thinking?
English.
Kayleen is going for English, which I can appreciate being an English teacher sometimes. All right, so do you guys have, what about, have you done the FAFSA and all that stuff? So that's an important part of the process as well. Did any of you have to write any college essays?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's some of you, I know in the career communications classes that I teach and that some of the other teachers teach, you have to write some of those essays for practice. So you can always talk to your guidance counselors about the essays if you're having issues, or any of your English teachers will help you, I'm sure. It's not too late to get into some colleges, but for some of you seniors, you are running out of time. The underclassmen, think of these stories that these girls have went through and their processes, and maybe it's not such a bad idea to apply to different schools because you don't know which ones you might not get accepted from, and you never know, you might change. How many actual visits did you do?
3.
What schools did you visit?
OSU, Point Park, and OU.
And you were really impressed with Point Park?
Yeah, I loved Point Park.
Okay, and you have no problems going out of state, and have you visited any schools yet, Kayleen? Okay, Kayleen, and you visited how many?
I think 5.
And you visited an out-of-state school as well?
Yeah.
And one thing to consider when you're thinking about a college is which one's best for you. If you look at Ohio State, which is ginormous, would you like to be in a school with all these people, or would you like a smaller school where everybody kind of knows each other, kind of like Barberton? Those are all things that you kind of think of. And again, for you underclassmen, there is the Bonnie Myers program where you can actually go and visit some of these schools, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. Just see Mr. Austin if you have any information about that. And I hope that you guys have great college experiences, and I can't wait to see how you guys do. All right, we'll see you next time.
2. It's Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and here's some facts. So we have a new senior of the week.
Ryan Mickner.
Let's go find him. Gotta get these steps in. You have issues. Oh my gosh, Corey sent me this really funny photo of you.
Oh my goodness. I was in middle school, bro. Leave it alone.
How do you already know?
Leave it alone.
Somebody was airdropping lunch the other day pictures of you. Or just a picture of you.
Oh no, that was me. That was me.
Was he?
Yeah, it was definitely me. Picture of me, the white on.
You can announce.
Ryan McInerney, senior of the week. Definitely. that Kyrie?
Now here's a video on vocab.
Persuade, to convince somebody to do something.
I bet you won't jump off of that.
No.
How about for some money?
Conclude, to bring to an end or finish.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I'm just concluding this essay that's due tomorrow.
Alright, nice.
Conclude. Perimeters, to limit boundaries or guidelines. Hey. Keep your perimeters. Plagiarism, the practice of taking somebody else's work and playing it off as your own.
No, you should let me copy off your work.
Hey, that's plagiarism. Plagiarism. Bias, an unreasonable feeling or opinion towards someone or something. So, what's your favorite sport?
Football.
Oh, don't you play football?
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem kind of biased? Contradict, to speak or declare against, oppose.
You know, I never tried Doritos, but I hate it.
That doesn't make any sense. You just contradicted yourself in the same sentence. Verify, to prove the truth of, as by evidence or testimony, confirm or substantiate. Verify.
And here's Aubrey with our Friday night weather.
Friday's weather, high of 50, low of 23 with a chance of rain. A good masses!
Here's a quick Cavs update. All right, I'm here with a packed house. Everybody's loving this year's Cavaliers. We're going to do another Cavs update. I was right. The Hawks, they were fired up after they fired their coach. That was a tough game for the Cavs. You never want to play a team after they fire their coach. Then the Cavs had a great win against Toronto, a team that they've struggled with a little bit, but the game they had to win that I was hoping they would win was against Boston, and they just couldn't pull it out. So now we're back. New week with the Cavs. The first game's kind of gimme. It's almost like a bye. They're playing Detroit. Cavs.
Cavs.
Yeah, Cavs all the way.
Cavs, easy pick.
Cavs.
We beat them by 20 the last time without Garland and Mitchell, so it has to be Cavs.
Yeah, one thing I'm really liking is I'm watching. I really like the way Mobley and Allen are playing together. They seem to be playing off each other pretty well. There's some players that'd like to step it up. Mitchell's been amazing. So it is a good unit. And then the rematch, this time at Rocket Center. The Cavs versus the Celtics, the rematch. I'm going Cavs in this one. For sure they win this game.
I'm going to go Boston.
I'm going Boston.
I'm going to go with the Cavaliers.
Cavs.
It's a must-win game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah. That game's on Monday. This takes us to Wednesday. They play at the Heat. That might be a tough game. The Heat made some trades. The Cavs had lost last week about 3 games in a row. They lost to Denver. So I think they're going to make a little upswing after they beat the Celtics and win 2 in a row and take Miami. This is a tough game, though. I don't know. It's going to be tough. And they play them back-to-back. So they will play them Wednesday, and then they will play them again Friday. These are the last 2 games on our slate. So I think they will take them the first game, and they'll probably split and lose the second.
They're going to beat Miami.
Both games?
Yeah, they lost by 20 last night to the Sixers without Embiid, so I think Cleveland's going to kill them.
Yeah, I got Cavs.
I got a split, honestly.
I got the Cavs.
Hey, it's the Kevin Love game. So hopefully we win, but I think it's going to split.
Yeah, I think we'll see a split. I don't know which game. I'm thinking the Cavs come out, first game win, lose the second game. It's hard to beat a team twice, and it is, as you said, the Kevin Love game, which will be really fun. The Friday night game will be the best one to watch, I think. That's it. That's our Cavaliers update. We'll see you guys next week.
It's Eating Disorder Awareness Week, and here's some facts.
Around 10 million men have an eating disorder.
In our world today, about 28.8 million Americans have an eating disorder.
Number 1 eating disorder is binge eating.
8 out of 10 people with an eating disorder do not seek treatment.
70 million people are living with different eating disorders. 95% of people with eating disorders are between the ages of 12 and 25.
Eating disorders are mental and physical illness.
Eating disorders affect all genders, all races, and every ethnic group.
That's it for us. Everybody have a great weekend and please be safe.